It's one of our main paths. We're going into the house. Nice little scrape there. I almost wonder if something pulled this time because all of the screws are snapped. I wouldn't think. Usually like a nail or a screw can hold a couple 100 pounds, and all three of those are snapped, and this bucket is not that heavy. So I kind of am curious. There has been sightings of a bear around here. I almost wonder if this got pulled down by a bear and maybe that's what happened the first time. Don't know. But not too happy about it. I don't know if that little feeder could take much more of a beating. Pretty uneventful. This right here sums up about how my evening was. Still saw something though. I tried out these gutter guards in our pole barn back home and they work pretty good. So far I've had them up there about 2 years and it doesn't seem like there's any clogging. Seems like the rain filters through just fine. There's no buildup, and I have about the same amount of pitch on the house here as I do up in northern Ohio on the pole barn. I picked these up at Costco. You get 40 feet of gutter guard. They were on sale for $45 a piece. So I ended up getting 3 boxes and I think it'll do okay. The soffit material. All right, that is done. Load up my mobile toolbox here and take it down to the shed. Even though it's still a little bit warm out, we are getting closer to the season where we're going to start using the blinds. So we're going to bring up the chairs and a few other items. Once we're done with that, we're going to try to do a little hunting.
Another plenty on it, Tom. Looking for a rock. You think this will be all right? Or if I bounce around a bit? Or?
Shouldn't go anywhere.
That's it. Shouldn't go anywhere. Got paper there?
Oh, all these leaves in here now. What the heck?
Where's the vacuum?
Oh man, it's quiet now.
Nice little cushion.
I guess, yeah, the chair pulls it up.
is the cause of injury.
John's going to hang here for the evening, do a little hunting, and I'm going to head over and fill up some feeders and take care of some other odds and ends. Hopefully third time is the charm, but I'm going to reload this bucket feeder and hang it back up. Alright, so let's head over there. I think I am going to forego using a 2x2 with wood screws into the side of the tree and just go with a climbing hook. Alright, my work is done. Now to head up into a tree. Remember? There was a lot of deer activity up in northern Ohio just before Halloween. A lot of bucks chasing does around. Come down here. Right now it's fairly quiet. I don't know if it's just because I've kind of made too much noise in the woods doing some projects. We did fill up some feeders, run the UTV around. We put the chair in our first blind and got that all situated, ready to go. Stuck some corn down there. I sat up in this tree yesterday and I did have a small doe come right underneath me over here, walked over right where the bucket was. I actually took it out since it wasn't there anymore, but it walked over into that area. So somebody must have been eating the corn and it must have worked regularly enough to get a little bit of traffic coming here. But since we brought that nice chair up, John opted to hunt in the blind this evening. It's a full hunter's moon tonight, but not much activity. You have to uncock it or you just leave it cocked?
I was going to shoot an arrow.
Oh, okay.
Took the arrow out. There's no arrow in it.
Do you want it in the back?
What's that?
You want it in the back?
I could carry it again.
Probably set it down here somewhere. It's a beautiful evening, full moon, not too chilly out. Good time for a campfire and a little bit of grilling. Okay, it's a nice afternoon, but it's very windy. We've had some gusts up around 30 miles per hour. So I decided to go into the blind when it was really windy like that. It's no fun sitting up in a ladder stand. It's kind of dangerous. You're worried about some limbs coming down or something falling on you while you're sitting up there in the tree. Or just a tree kind of waving back and forth just kind of makes you feel a little unsteady up there. So I opted to come up here. I don't have high hopes this afternoon because it is so windy. Maybe it'll die down a little bit towards the evening as the sun's going down, and we'll see if anything comes out. John did see a couple deer here the other night. He knew that there was a buck kind of stalking these does that came up to the feeder here. He could not get a good look at the buck. There were too many leaves on the trees still, and it kept a good distance. Other than that, there really doesn't seem to be a lot of rut activity down here. I don't know if it's already passed. It seemed like it was fairly active up in northern Ohio, but down here, not a lot of signs. Usually you would see just deer running around for no reason in the daytime. You know, even when we're outside doing something, you might see a deer run across the road or just come out of the bushes and be chased by a buck or something like that, and there's really no activity like that. So maybe it's yet to happen. I'm only going to be down here a couple more days, but I didn't want to waste this afternoon. It's pretty nice out. When I left the house, it was 71 degrees. It seems a little cooler up here. I didn't dress too heavily because I figured I'd be inside this thing to break most of the weather. I'll sit up here for the next couple hours and see what happens. Pull the trigger. You want me to pull this trigger?
This will be safety. The white word is safe. The red. When I hold this, you push that towards the business end, towards the arrow here.
This thing's supposed to be looped in there?
Yeah, it goes around there so that it keeps the string out of the way. Thinking the worst thing that happened and it won't work, I'll go down there and shoot an arrow. Ready? Tell me when the safety's off. Doesn't want to go down?
Nope.
Is the plastic or the hook in the way? This thing?
See anything?
No,
Oh, really? Nothing, huh?
I think an hour.
Did the feeder go off?
Yep.
I didn't hear. I didn't hear either one.
Did you see anything?
Nope. Hunting with a gun or a crossbow is okay inside this blind. Using a compound bow a little bit harder. It's harder to set down, so I'm going to put this hanger right up here against the top of the window and see if that helps. Well, yesterday evening was kind of a bust. There were 2 does that came out, 2 small does. I think we've seen those before. I think John saw them a couple nights ago, but those 2 does were with a mother last time. And there was a buck stalking them, but just the 2 does came out. Came in from the right, came over by the feeder over here, mulled around for maybe about 45 minutes, and then just wandered back over. So maybe they're bedding down over there, and mother didn't even want to bother coming out. So that was about it. So I'm back out here again. It's not as windy as it was yesterday. It's just a light breeze right now, so things are a bit calmer. I expect there to be a little bit more action this evening. I did hang a little hook here so I could hang my bow a little bit better to lay down or rest here. So I thought I'd bring an unused hook, hang it up here, and I think it'll work out all right. But we've got to do a few more things in here. John mentioned, and I think we need a couple shelves. I have some nails and screws kind of sticking out to hang things up, but it might be nice to have a couple of shelves in each corner, or a shelf in each corner, just to set some other things down. If you want to set a light down, a bottle of water, your pack, keep it off the ground, especially in the wintertime when you start getting snow and ice on the floor. I'm a little disappointed in the activity level around here. It's kind of funny. It's very hard to time it. When I was in northern Ohio, it seemed like there was a lot of activity in our woods, and bucks were just kind of tailing does, and I thought everything was going to break loose here, but it's hard to say if maybe it already happened down here, or maybe it's still gonna happen. But right now, things are pretty dead. Well, it wasn't a total loss. I did see a nice buck. Would have definitely been a shooter, but it never came in close. Something spooked it. It took off, but I did see it from a good distance, and hopefully I get to see it again. Unfortunately, I have to take off first thing in the morning. I did spend the evening outside doing a little stargazing. There was a chance to see northern lights, and I actually got a couple glimpses of it. It was better up north, and it was better the day before, but it was all cloudy around here. I ended up sending my drone up first to take a peek, and then it got a little bit nicer and brighter, and I got a couple nice pictures. But that is going to do it for today. I appreciate everybody watching. Hope you enjoy and subscribe to these videos. Click on that little bell when you want to know when new one is coming out, and keep an eye on us. Take care, everybody.